Yo, what's up?
Hello Miles, my name is Shoaib. I am student of REHAN School Academy.
What's good, Shoaib? Nice to meet you. How's everything
To-
going over at Rion School Academy?
Today I will ask you some question. Topic is please.
Oh, I'm down. Lay 'em on me. What's on your mind?
What does the word please mean?
Basically, it's the social lubricant of language. It's a way to make a request sound less like a demand, more like a favor. It shows you're being respectful of the other person's time or effort. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of polish to keep things smooth between people.
What is it important to say please?
It's all about the vibe. When you use please, you're basically acknowledging that the other person doesn't have to do what you're asking. It turns a transaction into a human interaction. If you skip it, you risk sounding like a bossy toddler or just kind of cold, which usually makes people less likely to actually want to help you out. Does that make sense?
When should we use the word please?
Pretty much anytime you're asking for something, whether it's a huge favor from a friend or just asking for a napkin at a restaurant, it's a safe bet whenever you want to stay on someone's good side. Do you think it's used too much sometimes or just enough?
What does saying please show good manner?
I'm guessing you mean please and not the police. Unless you're asking if calling the cops is a good manner, which is usually a very different vibe. But yeah, using please shows good manners because it's a signal that you're not entitled. It tells the other person I value and I'm asking nicely. It's a small word, but it basically acts as a bridge that makes the other person feel respected. Does that track with how you've seen people use it?
How do people feel when we say please?
Man, that's a wide range of emotions. For some, it's a feeling of safety, like everything's under control. But for others, it's an immediate spike in anxiety or a feeling of being watched. It really depends on your history and where you're from. You feel a certain way when you see them.
Can saying please make communication better?
I can't actually sing. I'm more of a talker, but I get what you're saying. Using please is like a shortcut to better communication because it softens the blow. It tells the other person you're coming from a place of kindness, which usually makes them open up more. You think people are generally too blunt these days?
Should children learn to say please from a young age? Why?
Oh, for sure. It's basically like teaching them the basics of empathy. What can I say? Like when a kid learns to say please, they're starting to realize that other people have their own feelings and boundaries. It stops them from just expecting the world to revolve around them and helps them build those social muscles early on. Plus, let's be real, adults are way more likely to give a kid an extra cookie if they're being polite. You think it's more about the habit or the actual respect?
Can you give some examples of using please in daily life?
Wait, did you mean police again, or are we actually talking about the police now? If you mean the police, it's usually stuff like reporting a car accident, asking for directions if you're lost, or calling them if something's going down in the neighborhood. But if you meant please, that's more like asking a coworker for a hand with a project or telling a waiter please when you order your food. Which one were you thinking of?
What happens if people never say please?
Things just get a lot more tense. Without those little cues, every request starts sounding like an order. People start feeling undervalued or like they're just tools being used, which usually leads to a lot of friction and resentment. Basically, the social wheels stop greasing and everything just starts grinding. You think people would actually get rid of it, or would it just be too awkward?
What message would you like to give about using the word please?
Hmm. I'd say keep it simple. Just remember that please isn't about following some boring rule book. It's about making the person in front of you feel like they actually matter. A little bit of kindness goes a long way in making people want to be in your corner. That's the real cheat code for getting through life. You feel like that's a good takeaway?
Okay, nice to meet you. Thanks.
Likewise, Shweb. It was cool chatting with you. Hit me up whenever you've got more questions on your mind. Peace.